So trust me, I know that you are tired of hearing about the BS, and trust me when I say this, I am tired of talking about the BS, and I wish I could tell you this is the last time ever that I will have to talk about this, but I don't know, we'll see where the future goes, all right? My brand new book, Canceled Inside YouTube Cancel Culture, is out now. It is free, so go check out the description, check out the pinned comment down below, go download yourself a copy. The Canceled audiobook is out now. It's linked down in the description, down in the pinned comment below. It's only 10 bucks, all right? But check it out. Because I've been so busy lately, writing my new book, which is out now and it's free, and it's called Canceled Inside YouTube Cancel Culture. So please, 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 I put my heart and soul into this book, and I really hope it helps a lot of people out there like understand the problem with cancel culture. So check out the description, check out the pinned comment. It's up on my website. You can download it for free. It'd be amazing if you checked it out.
Okay. Chris Boutte, better known as the Rewired Soul, is a channel that centers around mental health awareness on YouTube. While mental health videos sound great in theory, in practice, his videos are rushed, trending topic videos, with his niche overlaid on top of what everyone else in the community already does a better job of doing. Now, normally, I don't go and give a backstory for my topics of choice. However, because Chris is so infamous and his past is so directly relevant, I feel like it's a necessity for this one. So let's set the storyboard on this guy. The Rewired Soul was on the fast track to hitting 100,000 subscribers before his drama that essentially knocked him down and staggered him around 80k. He preached mental health awareness and even offered a pricey service on his website and books to help educate the masses. He claimed vehemently that he was not a drama channel. However, it was pretty clear he was. I mean, a channel with 60 plus videos on Shane Dawson, 40 plus videos on Jake Paul, and 10 on Trisha Paytas is a drama channel. As people begun to watch this man diagnose people with depression, BPD, and even accuse a man of drunk driving.
One of the things that Bobby mentioned in his video was that he was sober, and I call bull on that. I call so much bull. Like, are you serious? And the fact that people are going to pretend like he was, okay.
It became very concerning, and audience members began to wonder what certification he had to be literally diagnosing these people. That's right, shocker, he had none.
And the same thing on my YouTube channel. Like everybody's like, what are your credentials? I'm like, bitch, I don't got none. I can say whatever the I want, and you can do whatever you want with that information.
Right.
It is so nice. I am living the dream.
Oh, and this is a big problem, a big problem. So as creators started to rightfully criticize this maniac for essentially false diagnosing people for money, he made some videos victim blaming Trisha Paytas, which are now deleted. He then went on to apologize to Trisha Paytas, but it wasn't an apology, and he proceeded to then threaten the entire community.
Yeah, Trisha Paytas, I would like to apologize because I finally understand why it felt as though I was a little obsessive making videos about you. Because now it's happening to me. The Viewer's Voice, Dustin Daly, Ashley Kyle, Siren Cove, and Petty Page, if you are working on an expose, I want you to think long and hard about this because YouTube is not playing around. My suggestion to all of you to stop this from escalating any further is you need to make a video as soon as possible covering your butt.
Then he made this bizarre video where the mental health professional talked to his cat?
I said, yeah. No, Chris, don't leave us. I'm sorry, ma'am, but I'm clearly not wanted here.
But Chris, you've helped so many people.
I know, but sadly, I'm not qualified and I've caused way too much of a ruckus in this community.
Then he dropped 4 more apology videos, one for each community and one to say that he's gonna take time off. Wow, that's a mouthful. If you want to hear the full stories, I've put Primick and Jay Aubrey's contributions in the description down below. This man's degeneracy is fascinating. So we have essentially learned that the only PhD Chris has is the one where the D stands for, don't ask about my certification, of course I can diagnose you with BPD. But we've spent some time talking about the past. What about the present? If you're Chris Boutte, what would your next move be? Your videos have returned from the normal 10K to about 3K views in the 5 months since he's been stabbed stagnant at 80,000 subscribers, and sometimes in this time period, he even struggled to crack 1,000 views. In the beginning after his return, he covered mental health in a wide range of new topics, but when that didn't produce the numbers he was hoping for, slowly but surely, he made his grand return to drama videos. His most recent venture is to attack what he refers to as cancel culture. The definition a Google search dragged up from Wikipedia, a bad source for a research paper, but fitting here since it's more well written than any of Chris's books. It's defined as a form of boycott in which some, usually a celebrity, who has shared questionable or unpopular opinions on social media is cancelled. Chris likes to use this as a 2.5-foot vibranium shield against any form of criticism and use it as an avenue to garner pity from new watchers. He seems to always refer back to his own situation when he can shoo it into the context of cancel culture in any new drama. Because some commentators got James Charles wrong, suddenly all cancel culture is bad cancel culture. This just isn't the case. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're living in a fantasy world, but I haven't seen your videos, Chris, discussing the dangers of canceling infamous victims like, I don't know, Bill Cosby, O.J. Simpson, and Lion Maker. Oh wait, those people probably deserved it, right? That's such a flawed line of logic that consumers can't pull their subscriptions and monetary support on a creator that's done something heinous, like, I don't know, misuse his platform and influence to fuck up rape allegations publicly 3 times in 3 years. Let's clear the air here, Chris. Your career is permanently stunted, and it has just as much to do with the way you handled criticism as the way you lied about your credentials to diagnose people. You probably could have walked away uncancelled if you didn't apologize more than 6 different ways, until one of them worked. But can we all stop here for a minute and realize that faking your mental health status as a mental health professional and making mental health tips and awareness your niche on the platform is absolute degeneracy? Can we just all come to that conclusion? Chris has tried to take control of his own narrative by disabling ratings across his whole channel and by releasing videos in an attempt to get them into the recommended and share his side of the story when people research him. An example of these are unsubscribe from the Rewired Soul and the Rewired Soul is cancelled, and wait, he's uploaded a video about a fictional character and whether that character has BPD as recently as April 25th? He's still actively doing this? Chris is essentially the Santa Claus of phony mental health advice. He knows when you're on drugs, he knows when you are not, he knows when you have BPD, and he diagnoses people a lot. Along with these, he's even gone on to write a free book about the dangers of cancel culture. That's right, today we're a book review channel. It's a 207-page feel bad for me piece, and I'm not kidding. He markets this book like it's about making the community aware of the dangers of cancel culture, but it's literally 207 pages of him defending himself and trying to garner support from whoever's dumb enough to purchase this thing in the first place. And when I say purchase, I mean purchase. It seems to me, and unless I'm missing something, that he removed the free version of the book from his website after marketing like that for multiple videos.
My brand new book, Canceled Inside YouTube Cancel Culture, is out now. It is free. So go check out the description, check out the pinned comment down below, go download yourself a copy. Like, cancel culture is absolutely brutal, and that's what we're gonna be talking about in this video. But anyways, I have been recording the audiobook, okay? I've been busting my butt to record the audiobook. I'm hoping it'll be out this week. The audiobook will be $10, but for anybody who does the $5 suggested donation of the ebook, you'll get the audiobook for free. So it's like half off. Pretty cool, right? And to be honest, I'd be really appreciative if you downloaded the $5 version because YouTube has been demonetizing my videos like a mother.
This very free book comes in $3 for the PDF, $5 for the ebook, and a whopping $10 to hear Chris read his pity party in the form of an audiobook. 27 chapters, and most of it is about him. Some of them are even about e-celebrities like I Am Alex, but he always drags it back. It's why the word my appears over 800 times in the book. Notable jabs in the book, because there are jabs, are at Memology 101 and Primic. Yes, in case you're wondering, Primic, you get more than a full chapter. What is this, Chris? Like a Taylor Swift song? Instead of writing a song about me when I inevitably upset you, are you gonna write a book about me? And the promotion. we have to talk about the promotion. Every time any YouTuber types the word depression on Twitter, this dude is there with the, "Can I send you a free copy of my book?" Like an e-beggar begging for donations. Chris is just fucking hoping, throwing every ball at the wall, trying to get somebody to fucking promote his book. This dude shilled his book in his RIP etiquette tweet the day he died, for fuck's sake. He shills it multiple times each video, and even disses me and others to promote it. I'm not one to tell people how to make their money, but if you're gonna promote a free book, then it better not cost $5 out of sheer principle. So, to summarize, Chris was criticized for very shady activity a few months back. The onus falls completely on Chris's shoulders, as no one forced him to diagnose people without credentials, or even respond in the insane manner that he chose to respond with. Creators who called him out did just that, and criticized his action. They are not responsible for Chris's audience leaving or writing mean comments down in the comment section. And if you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. To combat this in his return, he used cancel culture as a deflection tactic from any sort of future criticism, also while staggering his defense videos and hiding ratings from his new users. All of this while monetizing a gigantic victim card disguised as a free book that costs $5 to teach the dangers of cancel culture. Chris, I'm sorry, I don't feel bad for you. But of course, this isn't where the video ends either, because this guy, with the amount of baggage he carries, decided to call me out for cashing in on the Alex situation. All 2 of my videos, this is actually true. The guy who made 60 videos on Shane Dawson called me out for cashing in on a story. Oh, Chris. You called me out for making videos and covering a story I was directly involved in? I spoke directly to 3 parties in the situation. What research did you do in your video? Not to mention on the side that I run a news show. It doesn't even seem like you watched my video because you use it here multiple times with my name blurred out to prove a point, but you never actually say what's wrong with it.
Throughout this video, I want you to ask yourself what the hate mob really wants, because it seems as though they won't be happy until you're off the platform or end your life.
Jesus fucking Christ! So Chris thinks that everyone who defended Slaza wants people to literally die? Kind of a hot take there, lad. Look, this video isn't just shit because he talks about low ad revenue in a video calling me out for cashing in on the same subject.
And to be honest, I'd be really appreciative if you downloaded the $5 version, because YouTube has been demonetizing my videos like a mup.
It's not because he compared cancel culture, which is what we now know is a personification for his own career, to being massacred by terrorists.
Cancel culture holds you hostage and makes demands like a terrorist, saying that all they want is a plane and $1 million. Once you meet their demands, they'll let everybody live. But when you deliver the ransom, they proceed to massacre the hostages anyways.
It's not because he made a hypocritical expose video on myself and others just to shill his book again.
And try to see what lessons we can pull from them to improve our own mental and emotional well-being. So if you're into that stuff, make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. And yes, we are going to be talking about the I'm Alex situation, his apology, and cancel culture. And those of you who don't know, my brand new book, Canceled, Inside YouTube Cancel Culture, is out now.
It's not because he compares what I presume to be me to what I assume is a child playing cops and robbers.
During the I'm Alex hatred, you have a lot of kids in the commentary community trying to make a name for themselves by attempting to ruin Alex's career. These are kids who don't have much life experience, maybe loners in the real world, and now they use YouTube as an outlet to complain about the world. Because of their age and lack of life experience, you can't really get too upset with them. They've had a taste of some attention and popularity, and their young minds are getting flooded with dopamine, so they want more. These kids are going to try to continue to play the morality police on YouTube in an effort to get views, likes, and subscribers, but maybe they'll grow up someday.
Alright, this one is pretty funny because he says I have no life experience. It's kind of funny that the fake therapist is accusing me of not having enough experience to cover a topic. I guess I need to do some prescription drugs and then my word can carry more weight, but I digress. It's not because he ended his video on cancel culture with a bizarre expose on Keemstar using Etika as a proxy
is that he was just recently blamed for the death of Etika and the hate mob came after him again. Less than 24 hours after Etika was released from a psychiatric hospital, Keemstar interviewed and proceeded to taunt Etika on Drama Alert. Keemstar even made a comment to Etika about how Etika might as well jump off a cliff if this is all a simulation. About a month ago, after Etika uploaded a goodbye video to YouTube, we learned the tragic news that Etika ended his life by jumping off the Brooklyn Bridge. After this happened, Keemstar had the internet coming after him harder than ever before and blaming him for playing a role in Etika's suicide. Think that a man who has been the victim of the internet hate mob would have just a little compassion for Alex.
This video is shit because this is what Rewired Soul thinks is a good apology, a sincere apology. This makes a lot of sense, showing how much self-awareness he still lacks about his own situation, even after writing a $5 free book about it. He goes on to say things like this.
If you pay close enough attention to cancel culture and the hate mobs, you'll see that they don't actually know what they want. They claim that they want accountability and they want justice, but that's clearly not the case. I'm Alex recently made a public as well as a private apology, which is what the hate mob demanded of him, but that wasn't good enough. The reality is that the hate mob doesn't actually want justice or accountability. They want blood.
Dolan Dark.
I want you to ask yourself what the hate mob really wants. Any person with an ounce of logic or rationality in their body will look at that apology and want to move on.
Dolan Dark?
And it's what I discuss extensively in my new book.
Oh, fuck you.
And it's what I discuss extensively in my new book. You can't win, and the mob won't be pleased until you're off the platform for good.
Dolan Dark literally did this, and we all accepted it and moved on. Let's talk about Alex's apology briefly, as this isn't an Alex video, but it's one of Rewired Soul's main talking points. So first of all, I've commented on Alex's apology in a Reddit post, while the man who's accusing me of cashing in on the situation covered it in a video. That's hilarious, but besides the point, I'll summarize what's wrong now, and if you want to read my full post, I'll leave it down in the description below. I'll be reading an excerpt from My Final Thoughts on the Slazo Situation. This is a post that I uploaded a few days ago after Quite made his apology. It details my responses to each individual apology and statement that had come from the people involved, but I didn't think it needed a full video, so this is essentially the script for a third video I never uploaded on my channel because it was very clear the drama was ending and Slazo wanted it to end. So in an attempt to get my final voice out on the subject, I sent it to a non-monetized platform full of people who actually cared about the situation. It reads as follows. The link says his statement and not his apology, because that's exactly what this was, a statement. The term sorry was never used, and this reads more like a politician's response to a frightening Wall Street Journal article rather than some kind of down-to-earth YouTuber's apology. The times apology came up, it was always past tense. A good TLDR to this statement would be, hey guys, I'm Alex and I already apologized. You can stop unsubscribing now and spamming my comment section. I believed my friends and I jumped to conclusions. Which doesn't do it for me, or a lot of others either. It's not because he begun blaming people by the second paragraph. It's not because of this hilarious video that was spliced together showing how Alex himself wouldn't even accept the apology. It's not because he very clearly, blatantly lied in his apology. And it's not because this apology was clearly due to the fact that he started gaining subscribers again, only to find out that when he uploaded, the sub loss was way worse than before, and as a result, he rushed to make a half-assed statement that misspelled the word apologized in it. It's not even because he leaves out loads of criticism like why he spread the rumor about Hyojin cheating on Pyro, or why he ran into people at VidCon and on Discord and leaked information, or how he threw loads of his friends under the bus and blamed others to make himself look innocent. It's the fact that this lesson will not be learned. It's the fact that this is the third time he's done something like this in 3 years. Unlike the other players in this, he's by all means a repeat offender. If you want to hear Alex learn this lesson the first time, you should listen to this hour-long deleted podcast where Alex essentially says that he wouldn't have made these allegations public of his friend who was 20 years old cheating on his girlfriend with multiple 16-year-old girls if other people in the community hadn't pieced it together for themselves. Or, if that's too long, you can watch this video here while Alex learns the same lesson again for a second time through the James Charles drama. His video he apologizes for is still up, and as of a few weeks ago, maybe still, it had over 4 ads running on it. He has rightfully been called out for profiting off the false sexual assault allegations. This is why I will continue to criticize him, and I don't blame Keemstar for dragging him. He will do this again to somebody else because his opinion has weight and he's out of his mind. My opinion, Alex is dangerous. Pretty shitty apology if you can call it that. I call it damage control, and the best thing to do here is sit and wait. A YouTuber like Alex is unstable, dangerous, and will do this to someone else. It's inevitable. I hope this dealt a massive hit to his credibility, and I hope it never recovers. If any YouTuber is reading this and is friends with Alex, I sincerely hope you don't pick up a girl or bring one home anywhere near him. That's what's wrong with Alex's apology, in my opinion, and if that's not your opinion, that's fine, but I'm certainly entitled to share mine. But Chris, you say I'm still creating videos and cashing in on a situation, when in reality, I haven't uploaded a video in 2 weeks, and you've uploaded 2 since my last video. I mean, Chris, I have to ask, what makes you more qualified than me to cover this story? Why is my interview with Slazo and commentary from Alex cashing in, but your video that adds essentially nothing to the discussion, a fair play? Listen, Chris, I've got no problem with making money on drama, but you do. This guy dishes out mental health advice faster than Scrubby can pump out a try not to laugh challenge, and I'm the guy cashing in? Seriously, what do I need to do to be qualified to talk about drama from your safe space? Is it certification and licensing that you don't have to medically diagnose people? Do I need to write a free $5 book that's masked as a guide to understanding cancel culture and in reality just a 200-page victim card? Do I need to grandstand and lie my ass off about how my content's highbrow, hoity-toity, all-righteous positivity when really I cover the same topics as every other fucking drama channel? My point is, Chris, you're no better than me. Stop pretending you are. If you think criticism can be negated by thinking a person is miserable or doesn't have a life, that's not how criticism works. You wrote a chapter of a book about Primic, a guy who called you out 6 months ago, and you have the audacity to call me out for running a story too long. Guys in the audience, do you want your mental health advice from a guy who promotes BetterHelp? Do you want your mental health advice from a guy so dumb he fell for a parody account meme? Do you want your mental health advice from a guy who had no problem pretending he had some sort of certification and thinks it's everyone else's fault that he got some mean tweets when they found out he didn't?
Throughout this video, I want you to ask yourself what the hate mob really wants, because it seems as though they won't be happy until you're off the platform or end your life.
No, Rewired Soul, I'll double down. I'll make it perfectly clear for you. The Alex drama is over for now, but I'll be keeping my eye on him to see his next mistake, because he's a massive YouTuber with a massive young impressionable audience, and he's blindly supported, I don't know, fake sexual assault allegations twice in the span of 2 months and had to apologize for it. He is reckless, but I'm not for deplatforming him. I want to do to him what the internet did to you. I want his credibility to be shot. I want people to second guess when he makes outrageous claims. I want the entire community to know that he is not a reputable source for serious drama. He has enormous power with a massive audience, and he has misused it. I want him to make a video where he says the sky is blue and the greater commentary community to assume it's green just because Alex was the one who said it was blue. He mishandles serious subjects time and time again. Kind of like you.
Might be my arrogance, but ain't nobody stopping me. That's how I go when you pay for them shows and you study that pimp biology. Love for the field now.